Hey there, fellow Factorians. Owners here with another episode of Bobs and Angels Seablock, and for whatever reason, I'm standing here next to the next to our red ammo. The production's going pretty good. Let's try and remember what we're doing. Yes, tin. Oh, of course. Don't hit escape. Minimize. Yes, our tin production. Not looking good. Aluminium is aluminium is coming in here, isn't it? Yeah. Doubling in. At some point we need to take over the bus with that. Probably at this point would make sense, wouldn't it? It would. I'll have to think about how we do that as we continue on. But tin. Let's focus on what we need. So tin, our tin, as you can see, is terrible. Tin is terrible because we're making a lot of things. Words fail me. Words fail me at the start. All right, let's just expand this out. You know what? I'm just going to leave a gap here. Let's leave a gap. It's about time we had a little gap. I don't think we need anything up here at this point, because we're kind of at the point where we are. We're just expanding on the existing setups. We have the good stuff. We have the good stuff coming through. All right, so if I do something like that and finish this one there, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that looks. We were one off. All right. Beautiful, nice and square. Do we have enough space? Yeah, we do. All right. What are we? We're lining up with this one. Nice and central. Okay. Let's get some of these things. We're going to need... well, do we need 4? Do we need 4 of these? Why is this going so slowly? Because this production can't keep up. Oh, we're I don't know. Our production is too high, apparently. That's okay. Anyway, first, I guess we need to actually see what we need for tin, because is this a single sorting situation, or do we need? Oh yeah, just the crushed. Okay, crushed stereotype, crushed bobonium, tin, bang, easy peasy. All right, so it's just this. We need 4 crystallizers. We'll stick with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 crushers. We need 1 of these, and apparently we can't make it. And then we will need. Let's actually see. Make sure we're doing the best tin that we can. So once we have tin, we can do the processed tin. And then the processed tin and charcoal makes a tin ingot. All right, that's we'll do that one. Of course, we want to maximize our setups. I want these to continue holding stuff in. Probably. All right. We're coming over here for bricks, though, weren't we? Stone bricks. You're getting a little bit light on stone bricks. Let's grab some more stone and grab some more stone. Yeah, we'll make sure we get a nice amount of stone bricks happening, because we are starting to use a lot of them. Speaking of using a lot, gosh, we've got a lot of junk. Okay, another one of these. We do need to get this brass and concrete bricks going at some point, so we can get the next level things. But let's not worry about that just yet. We're going to need 2 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. What are we missing for that? Steel. Missing steel. All right. Let's run on down to the steel, which has nothing in it. We'll have to go to the other steel. That's a bit of a worry. Maybe we might have pilfered it last episode. I can't recall exactly. I was coming over here for something too, because we were not just missing steel. We're also missing clay bricks. That's why I was coming over here. Yes, indeed. All right. Our clay brick situation is fine. I miss in I'm sure in default Bobs and Angels they stack to 1,000, which is really nice. These ones not so much so. All right, so we have made the casting machines. No, we haven't. We haven't made an induction furnace yet. So let's get one of those, and let's get 1, 2, 3 of those, and let's see now if we have everything we need. All right, so we don't need that. We don't need that, which is a nice little break. And let's get going. We're going to need some red inserters. Probably should just have a few red inserters being crafted up, shouldn't I? Just to keep it going. And these guys, obviously, we're going to have to change the recipes. It was stereotype and bobmonium. Stereotype and bobmonium. Copy those in. Let's get this craziness happening. All right, let's see, where can we get all this across here like that? All right, some power poles, always handy. Down to there, yeah, that seems pretty good. Run you across to there, wonderful. All right, these guys are now outputting. These guys are now outputting. I feel like we should output on both sides. Why not? Get these guys. All right, we need to change the recipes though. You are crushing stereotype, and you are crushing bobmonium, and of course we need to get our good old stone ore belt, which is now. That's right. We kicked it down a notch. We'll have to bring it back up a notch, and like that. Okay, which means, let's not forget, we need a couple of these, and we're probably going to need some more of them. We'll also need to place down our sorting facility. There. All right, so you are now single sorting tin. Perfect. And then we kick into this arrangement. And then we kick into that arrangement. All right. That seems pretty nice, I might recenter those so that they're centered around that. Yeah, I like it. Speaking of centering, this is actually not centered at all, is it? Because that is the centered situation. So if we put you there and you there, it's actually a little better. All right. That's because that's a number 1 and we've got a number 2. All right, let's might as well put the casting machines in while I'm down here, and then we can figure it all out. Casting machines. All right, so can I get a? No, we can't. We can't even this out, but we can move this one across and center it. There we go. Okay, perfect. That's as good as it's going to get, I think. So we get these guys. What did I do here? Yeah, I just had the long arm of the law. We're gonna have to stop that because I have a feeling this is going to kick up a bit of a stink. And yes, it did. All right, I need you to drop off there, and luckily you have the right materials. You drop off there. We're filtering here. Nope. I always do that. Our crushed stone, offset you there. Pick up that random jazz, and we're away. Okay. Now we can do some power poling here. That's not going to work. We need to be able to have inserters there. That goes there. And we can't actually have a pole here because we'll need underground things. So we'll do something like that, and then we'll need another pole down here. All right. Yeah, we have a mineral sludge alert. These things happen. Let's not get too caught up in it. Yeah, again, we kicked that down one, didn't we? That's okay. We will not kick this down one. We will run this across here like this, and bring you up to there like that. Did we kick it down too? Did we? All right. Okay, and then we have you there, and we have another inserter here actually feeding this, going over there. We need some oxygen. No, this is not the oxygen one. This is the wrong one. Tin. Tin ingots from that. There we go. And charcoal is the thing we need, which is lovely. Tin all the way. All right. These can process 2 ore a second, so we're actually fine with a couple of these. Apparently, you're not fine because you're not getting this one. All right. There's another one that we need to bring in. The one that we need to bring in. All right. Now this arrangement is less exciting to me. We will, although neat, we will have to waste. We will have to use a higher level. There we go. Okay. A higher level of underground. That's what I was trying to get at. There we go. So now you go in. You guys are producing. Just 1 tin a second, one process tin a second. That's fine. You're now going. You're not going because this is need to be making molten tin, and then we have some piping here, and set some recipes here would actually help, of course. And then we have tin. We have lots and lots of tin. All right, we'll go there. We'll put a box here, and let's get this happening. There as well. And which one? We'll put this end one. No, we won't do that one. We'll put this middle one. Doing both sides. Do both sides. You can be offset as well. So we'll have. So this one's on the outside, this one's on the inside, and this one does both. All right, that should get us through. Now, this is our bus. Do we need a bus anymore? Well, it's arguable. It's arguable that we need a bus. I don't think we actually do. But what we need to do is we need to get this tin going back the other way, which is why I'm bringing that in on that side. Beggars the question, doesn't it? All right, you will offset to there, and pop you there. All right, so you come down here. We're just going to do this. We're going to do this. Get you going back the other way. All right, try and do this. See how far we get before things get a little funky, like here. That's real funky. All right. We can redo this section. Yeah, we can. We're gonna have this issue where if we change the sides that they're facing, things get a little odd. But I don't think we actually have an option to do it any other way. So if you came down there and you went like that, you need to disappear. No, you need to go like that. You need to go like that, and then we need to do something else here apparently. All right, let's figure this out. Because I just want to make sure that we have everything coming in that we need. And yes, I am going to rip all this good materials out, just so that we have no worries about this flipping around. Because if we don't take this out and like one side gets used more than the other, we'll end up with problems. All right, there we go. And look, having some tin and copper in our inventory is never a bad thing. Here though, we need to bring some. What is this? Yeah, iron and this in, which is an interesting thing. If I do that, it works, and then we just kind of kick that in like that, and away we go. All right, and then this one is just tin. Yeah, it's just tin. Which is fine. We do that. You jump all the way to there. We have that goes there, and we're away. Now, do we need tin any further? Yes, we do. Some more tin requirements up here, and this should be the end of our science needs for now. This looks like it's already pretty well set up for what we need, just like that. And then, yeah, that's as far as we're going to take it. As far as we're going to take it. The rest of this, I'm going to rip it up. I'm going to rip it up, and we're going to get the tin. What is there tin on the ground here? We'll get the tin to just back up in a box up here. If it ever makes any. If it ever makes any, it's pretty slow. It's pretty slow. Alright. We'll rip those ones out, and there we go. If this backs up, we back up on silicon, but I think we're okay for silicon. Yeah, we'll be fine. I can always put more boxes here. As it stands, we don't have much lying around. Okay, that is tin. Our production is not looking good. Have I not got it flowing properly? Something is definitely wrong here. Alright. You're getting processed tin. What have we missed? What have I missed? That's what I've missed. I just didn't remember to hook up the stone. Okay. Tin is away. Let's go sort out this mineral sludge. A decent amount of charcoal probably in this box, I imagine. Yeah, I'll just grab what I can. Got a good amount of materials on us, which is lovely. We need to start looking at brass and concrete blocks. All right. Now, brass. Might as well help you out there. Brass. Brass requires nickel, doesn't it? Something in nickel. I can't remember exactly what in nickel, but it's something. We'll figure it out. There's that. This area here is still not. It's not overflowing with charcoal like it used to. Not overflowing with charcoal like it used to. We are doing pretty well with. I think the reason why it's not overflowing with charcoal is it's just constantly being used. We're now actually backing it up. We've got a good solid backlog, 2K there, and yeah, we're doing all right. Is our naphtha being used? We're not really using the naphtha. We should be though. Why? Oh yeah, that's right. We limited at 2K. Yep. It's okay. We're all good. Our boards here. I mean, that's just kicking along. We did have an issue, I think, last episode with the boards, but it's obviously fine now. All right, let's start with brass. So brass comes from molten brass, which is copper and zinc. All right, now this is interesting. It's more copper than zinc. All right, so. It's how much more copper than zinc? It is 3 times as much. So if we had 3 of these making copper, well, I mean this is the thing though. We need to make just copper. We have to do this. To make just copper, we do this. Look, it's not gonna use much. Are we running low on mineral sludge? We are. We're not running low on this. Are we running low on sulfuric acid? No. These guys are working. Slag slurry is working. Is it purified water? It is. And as that's right, Namia pointed out, this is actually not connected here, which is the problem. Okay. Now we should have these running at full ball and actually be able to keep up with this, because if I remember correctly, each one of these is producing 50 sludge in 4 seconds. 50 sludge in 4 seconds at a crafting speed of 1.5. And each one of these is using 25 sludge in 4 seconds. So one of these supports 2 of these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We should be able to support 16 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually got more, more than we should. All right, we do then need to have another setup of this, which I don't know if it doesn't look like we're using all the. Doesn't look like we're using all of the slag. I mean, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Why aren't you producing any slag? You don't have any water. What? How much water do you need? If I were to maybe go for a second pump here, I obviously didn't do the math on that one very well, did I? Water, offshore pump. Because each one of these is using 100 water every 4 seconds. 100 water every 4 seconds. So this is using 500 water. So I think the issue is we haven't got the right throughput on our pipes. We should probably have a pump or something. Let's have a look how many segments of pipe we actually have here. Yeah, that's 25, so that gets us below the 1200. Anyway, we should be fine now. We could have stuffed around making some pumps going, but look at this flare stacks, man. Yeah, but I think for the sake of one more offshore pump, easy does it. So these guys are they're going pretty well. Yeah, there's no waste. There's no waste here, and they're working their little guts off. So if we were to duplicate that, which I think we have to do, we would need a lot of steel. And how's our steel production looking? Ooh, that's looking nice. Okay, I'm gonna grab a few. I might actually upgrade that to a steel chest, because you know what? There's no point not to. Having a bit more of a backlog of steel. We have no backlog of iron, which is, to me, travesty. Alright, let's make some more of those. Let's get you going in there, and then we'll get a couple of these guys doing that. You're picking up from there, dropping off over there, and you'll offset like that. All right, that'll be fine once we get some power on there. Okay, and now this means our iron will start flowing again, which I mean, does mean that we're actually using the iron. But yeah, look, having a backlog, I think at this point, because we'll eventually turn these over to roboports, passive provider chests, and then we'll be fine. Yeah, I think the ratios we've got going are pretty decent. It's fine. All right, steel is operational. All right, things are looking good. So we can just make our brass setup. There's probably no reason not to. It might not work. It might not work 100%. But being this far out, do I have enough landfill? Oh, that's a travesty. Being this far away, we'll probably be okay. So what we need is to single ore some nickel. Let's have a look at nickel. We're going to do this semi-right. Nickel ore comes from saphirite chunks. That's for the amount that we use. Forget that. That is just ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous. What we're going to do is we're going to cheese it like we cheesed it with the bronze plate, because at this point we don't need to automate brass. Maybe we'll need it for something. But look, let's get this going. All right, induction. Let's start with. No, I'm in the wrong spot. There we go. One induction furnace, green circuits, and one of those And then I am actually going to need a blast furnace. We need some green circuits for that. Gotta go grab some of those. We'll need a blast furnace because I'm not making nickel ingots anywhere because nickel is useless. It's not useless, of course. Ooh, we're actually not producing. We're not producing down there, so I guess we'll have to raid our original production over here. Yeah, look at that. All right, grab a stack of them. Grab a stack of them. That's a bit sad. You need, I think you need some of that and some of that. You definitely need some of that. And while we're here, I think you need some of that. That's not much, but that should be okay. What do you need? You need some iron as well. Let's grab some of that over there just to keep you operational. Another 128, that'll be fine. So we can now make these. No, we can't because we're out of iron. Of course, we just gave away all our iron. Back over here. Over here, and all right, blast furnace. So we have one of those, but we now have a level 2 of that, and one of these. All right, you, my friend, need to be making brass. Yes, brass it is. We got some copper ingots over here. Grab those, 400 of them. Wonderful. Is that a stack? That's 2 stacks. Okay, we'll pop 200 in here, and we'll pop the other stack over here again. So then we need to be feeding into that some nickel, and there it is. All right. So if you're making nickel ingots, you need carbon monoxide. Ooh. Oh, the story just gets more and more interesting. I'm just like, ooh, are we making any over here? No, we're not. All right. Let's first things first. Let's just pop this down here, and that's where we'll put our. That's where we'll put our ingots. That's where we'll put our plate. All right. We'll need one into there, one into there. This will be our copper ingots, our other ingots. We'll need power, unsurprisingly. Some more power down here. All right. Nickel plate, no. Bronze plate, brass plate. There we go. So all we need to do is all we need is some carbon monoxide. Now, I remember having a look at this last episode. It's not easy. It's not easy to make carbon monoxide, but we can use it from carbon dioxide and hydrogen, which is nice. We can make it from carbon if we had the coal processing. I'd love to make it from charcoal, if I'm being perfectly honest. Synthesis gas. We do have synthesis gas, it's just not really around here. We could bottle it. That seems unnecessary. All right, so I guess this is the chain. Carbon dioxide. We do have carbon dioxide production up here, but I think it's just, for the sake of it, we just got to go carbon dioxide. Oh, look at that, we're out of chemical plants. Ooh, chemical plant 3. We need some brass. Looks like brass is going to be a pretty crucial thing. Anyway, nickel. Now, we should have nickel. We should have a little bit of nickel. We do have a little bit of nickel. All right. Should just grab everything I can out of that. We have a little bit of nickel, which is nice. So I'm going to pop you in there. And you will feed into there. Yes, you will. All right. So we'll bring our carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide in here. Okay. So this is going to make carbon dioxide. And then we need hydrogen gas. And we'll be making purified water. All right. Do we have any hydrogen gas floating around nearby? There's hydrogen gas up here. And again, we don't need much. That's kind of the thing to remember at this point. These guys getting all the hydrogen gas they need? Of course they are. Of course they are. Okay, so if we were to tap in, say here, and then say here, okay, that's looking very, very positive. And then say here. Yep. I think this is gonna work out. It's gonna work out. Come across to somewhere like that line. That line. And then down, and yep, we don't touch the steam. I could also grab some of that steam for I do need steam. I do need steam. Alright, anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Chemical plant. So first things first, we need to make some carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Dioxide. There it is. All right, and that is charcoal and just charcoal. Yeah, just charcoal. Ah, yeah, okay. And then this is never going to be the right way around, is it? Never going to be the right way around. Carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide. Monoxide. Do I not have that research? Let's just double check that. Nope, I've got that research. It's definitely in a chemical plant. It's that symbol. All right, let's see if we can spot it. Carbon monoxide, and hydrogen makes synthesis gas. No, synthesis gas turns into that. Here it is. No, that's not it. A mystery. Reverse water gas shift. Oh, okay, there's the image. There is the image. Weird. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Water gas shift. Reverse water gas shift. There it is. Okay. We've got some purified water that in this area is doing nothing. Oh, is that purified water? Oh, it is. It is. Wonderful. All right, we'll tap into that. Tap into that as an output. Output. Okay. There we go. Surprisingly, that actually did hook up. And then we just need to have a little chest-a-roo. Dropping in some of that. All right. To there, over to there, and then we'll just do this. And you're away. Well, you're not away because we need to grab a stack of that. Grab a stack of that, drop it in there. We also need another stack for the fuel. We've actually got a fuel stack over here. Yeah, this is a better one to grab from. I should refuel all of these at some point as well, just to double check them. Okay, so now we're making the ingots. We need to grab these ingots and pop some of them in here. I don't want to grab them all because, of course, we are also using it for this, so we'll pop those there. This is waiting on. This is waiting on zinc. Yeah, zinc. Zinc. Just let that sink in for a minute. What can I use nickel ingots for? All right. Invar. Well, you know, we actually need Invar. Well, sometimes you win. And bronze. Okay. Let's just leave that be. let's just leave that be. And let's try and make some sense out of this. All right. That's craziness. Are we even making zinc? I don't know if we have any zinc outputs of any of these. Tin, silicon. Yeah, that's our nickel. That's our aluminium. Wow, you've got some issues. What do we got over here? Tin and cobalt. We're not even making tin. Let's have a look at tin. Tin ore. Hang on. No, I'm zinc. Gosh, I'm doing it again. There's so many of these things. Okay, zinc ore comes from pure. Let's just take it back a step, son. Looks like we're going to need washing, crystal catalysts, and chunks to make zinc ore. So that's not really what we want to be doing. We do have chunks. I thought we had chunks over here. It's crotinium chunks. That was making our silver. This is going to be a much more difficult process than I imagined, and we're well over time. So I guess tomorrow it's back to brass, and we'll turn this over to Invar. Search for Invar, molten Invar, and Invar plate. All right. So this actually needs steel ingots, which is that's rough. This steel production isn't really required anymore, I don't think. That is required though. You back there. So now we'll have you just going into there. Thank you. What was that? Must have been. Oh, I know what that was. Was that over here that we had a bunch of iron? No, we had a bunch of copper over here. Bunch of copper. Copper ore into there. Yeah, into here. Voila. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess we know what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to get this wonderful Invar going. And then we're also going to try and figure out how to get some brass going. Yeah, that'll be fun. This Invar we can actually use, if I remember correctly, for our weapons if we want to go for the sniper turrets, which will be wonderful. So yes, tomorrow we'll chase down the brass and hopefully not make such an epic stuff up as we did just then. But no harm, no foul. Alright, as always, huge thanks to my patrons. Yeah, not much else to say. See you tomorrow.